fast the 6 days of Shawwal? For two reasons. Two reasons. Number one, when one fasts the 6 days of Shawwal, this is a good sign that Allah has accepted Ramadan from him. Then the ulama, rahimahumullah, they said that the sign of an accepted worship is a worship that follows it. That when you're able to fast the 6 days of Shawwal, bi'idhnillah, that's a very good sign that Ramadan has been accepted from you. And the second reason for why we are in need to fast these 6 days of Shawwal is because the 6 days of Shawwal act like the sunnah after the obligation. And what does that mean? It means that there is no one among us here that will be able to raise his hand and say, my Ramadan was complete, my Ramadan was perfect. No one is able to do that. So what does the sunnah after the obligation do? It rectifies the obligation. It completes the obligation. It perfects it for you. And this is learned in the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in where he says that when the slave is brought before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala weighs his obligations. He begins to judge him on his obligations. If his obligation is missing, it's incomplete, it's short, it's imperfect, Allah Azza wa Jal would say to the angels, انظروا هل لعبدي من صيام تطوع. Look into his record. Does he have somewhere there some voluntary fasts he did? If he did, Allah Azza wa Jal will bring the voluntary fast, place it on top of the scale in where the obligatory fast is done, and it will complete it, and he enters the paradise. And similarly to as-salat, your obligatory prayer is placed on the scale. It is incomplete. So Allah Azza wa Jal says to the angels, هَلْ لِعَبْدِي مِنْ صَلَاةِ تَطَوُّعٍ. Does he have any sunnah voluntary prayers that he used to pray? If he does, bring it, put it on the scale, and it perfects his obligation, it rectifies his obligation. As a result, Allah accepts from him, and he enters the paradise. This is why, my brothers in Islam, when you fast the 6 days of Shawwal, this is humbling from the servant to do that, because this is an acknowledgement from the servant that, oh Allah, I acknowledge that my Ramadan wasn't perfect. My fasting wasn't perfect. It was imperfect. It was incomplete. And oh Allah, through your mercy, I'm going to fast these 6 days in hope that they will complete my Ramadan. Bi-idhnillah, you accept it all from me, and I enter the paradise as a result.